I'm John Burge, CEO of Pandexio. The sharing of insights and knowledge across the workforce is crucial to the success of today's knowledge enterprise. And as of today, the number one way your workforce attempts to do that is through attached documents and pasted web links sent via emails and social posts. There is nothing efficient or effective about this, and today we're going to break it down in detail so you can understand and appreciate the sheer madness of what's really taking place here. So first, some context. Where you want to operate is up here, where employees manage their knowledge as a collection of digital insights. Where you in fact operate today is down here, where insights are not captured digitally. Your employees effectively manage their knowledge as a collection of documents, bookmarks, etc. And one of the many dysfunctions this causes is that when they then seek to share their insights or knowledge, all they have stored digitally is the whole document or website that triggered their insights. So that is in fact what they share, and we call that attachment bombing. Now, this was confirmed by the HR.com Workforce 2020 survey from earlier this year. Number one way in which employees do this, and honestly, you don't need a survey to tell you this. We've all received emails or social posts like this with attached documents, web links, sometimes both, and we probably sent them. We do it all the time. We simply have no other option today. But let's lift the hood and look at the mental gymnastics that this triggers across the workforce. So we have two actors here. We have the sender, aka the attachment bomber, and the recipient, aka the overwhelmed employee. The sender reads something, insights start popping in their head, and they want others to also learn, so they attach the document or paste a web link, and they think they're being helpful. And at best, maybe they allude to some insights in the email body, which usually reads like an Amazon book review, more of a sales job trying to get the recipient to read it, who at this point simply lacks context for it. So the recipient gets it, and the emotional reaction is usually overwhelm. A lot to read. What did the sender get out of it? Do I need to read this? When do I have time? Do I have to save this somewhere on my hard drive to read it later? And so on and so forth. Now, back to the sender. So they can't see what the recipient is doing. Everything happens in personal spaces, and at some point they're wondering, well, did they read it? Did they understand it? Did they form insights? Any ideas for using and applying? Each party is blind to each other's insights and thinking and processing of the information, at least without a lot of messaging exchanges back and forth. Now back to the recipient. So at some point, they're going to read it. And since they have no good way to capture their insights or remember them, they have to figure out how to communicate, how to store, how to manage. Now, let's go a click deeper, because there's more to this here. So there are a lot of time-wasting, pedestrian decisions, steps, and clicks under all this. There's multiple systems involved. In fact, it takes a 3-column swim lane diagram to even capture it all. Some of the knowledge is in the email, right? Some is in the document or web page stored somewhere across the internet. So, first, what do you do with the email? Do you reply? Do you save it? Do you star it? Do you mark it on red? And then you got to figure out, okay, what do I do with the document? If you save it, there are both storage processes and retrieval processes involving one or more folder systems, your file manager or browser bookmarks, and lots of decisions here. You got to decide which folder, which subfolder at each level, maybe create a new folder. And then when you have time to actually read it, you have to remember all that, which may mean hunting and pecking. And if you use your email system like a file cabinet, you'll leave the attached content there and be rooting around for it later. And then success means launching yet another system to consume it. And then insights hopefully start popping in your head. Now, what do you do with those? How do you share those back with the attachment bomber in a meaningful way? And this happens over and over and over again every day in the enterprise. And this is the core process behind the knowledge sharing across your enterprise today. This is how you are harnessing the collective brilliance of your workforce to out-execute the competition. And this is just one illustration of the cost of operating down here. And the really scary part is that as we speak, your organization is hardwiring this into your digital workplace. Content management systems don't fix this. And all those social systems make it even worse. It could be 10x with a single post. So we have two questions for you. One, what is it you like about working down here? Why do you want to stay there? And two, who's responsible at your enterprise for closely examining the core knowledge operations of your people? So we are the world's experts on this topic, and we're here to help, and you can learn a lot more about what we're doing at Pandexio.com.